is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, reporting for duty, and I love Marvel Mondays.
Hi, I'm Ryan, reporting for duty, and I love Marvel Mondays too.
I'm Dan, reporting for duty. I like Marvel Mondays. And this is the Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Another week.
Another Marvel Monday.
Another Marvel Monday. That's exactly right. Very excited today to be diving into our next Captain America movie.
Yeah, it's Captain America, gang. Definitely a Captain America movie. You know, because he kind of wins in the end.
They give him the last VO. That's how
they give him the last. That's right. They give him, he gets to walk away from the fight, and then at the end, the last thing you see is him.
With his music.
And that's why it's a Captain America.
Play my theme. I'm
it's
walking
not
out.
an Iron Man movie. It's not an Avengers movie.
No. That's how you know who wins the match. The music plays and they walk out.
That's right.
How they do it.
That's exactly right.
Industry.
Rye guy, how are you?
Good. I'm good. Do you guys want to talk about the Summer House drama, or do you guys want to talk about what I made?
Summer House drama? I don't know what that is.
Both of those are so vague, for me at least.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The other option was, do you want to talk about what I made?
Did you make a craft, Ryan?
I don't know if I'd call it a craft, but...
What would you call it?
Well, so as you guys know, I've been constructing.
I guess we're doing what
office.
you made. Okay, here we go.
I've been constructing my office for the last, how long have we lived here now? This is, we're going on
couple 3 years, right?
Couple years, no, 2.5, two and a half,
yeah.
right? And I'd say that the office is now like, really, we're just hanging things on the wall and framing specific things. The office is 97% done, right? Yeah. And I had really only one rule, other than like everything.
We don't talk about the office.
Is that I would not feature myself anywhere in the office.
Okay.
Like, because I've taken a lot of pictures with celebrities, like, and what have you. Like,
I was 100% really, not like on your side, and then you started with that, and I was like, all right, this guy, he's big timing us.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us the specific celebrities, right, guy?
Yeah, well, so and the first year at 90s Con was a pretty big deal. So yeah, I really, just because I don't want to look at myself. Also, I like the wall real estate that I need is very precious for other things, right?
Wall real estate. Yes.
However, this one idea, and I think I brought it up on the podcast a couple weeks ago, is that, Bran, I told you that there's a slither of the wall where I put some Nickelodeon DVDs.
Yeah.
Did I remember I brought that up? And you made fun of me for getting Rugrats all grown up.
I don't know if I made fun of you.
I felt like that was probably.
I would never.
I don't really have any.
This seems like something.
Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I need you guys to fill for a second. I wasn't prepared. I thought you guys were going to pick Summer House. You guys really don't know about the Summer House drama,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let me ask you this before you finish the story: Is the Summer House stuff going to be relevant on the 20th?
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
so if we push it a week, we'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Can you check chat while I quickly walk 8 paces to grab this thing that I made to see if they even care? But like West and Amanda linking up. This is Bravo's Summer House. Do you guys not watch? Are you guys not in the Bravo-verse?
Hey, dude. I love you, man. I don't know the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
you don't literally. Bravo, I assume, is the TV
the
station.
TV network.
That's all I've got. The rest of what you said.
So what you're saying is Amanda and West
in Bravo's Summer House.
They are maybe okay. This is what I think. They broke up, and now there's a bit of a
no.
They're together.
They are. So Amanda and Kyle, they got a divorce. They were long tenured couple. They split up. West and Sierra, fan favorite.
Sierra, like my goodie Sierra, like Russell Wilson.
like Sierra, CIA, like Sierra, like the conventional spelling.
Great.
Yeah, like Sierra. Yeah.
But not her.
Is it Sierra?
I don't care about how it's spelled.
No.
Okay.
She's not on Bravo. She's
Why do I care about these people? What's the pull?
Well, Summer House has been on for over a decade.
Oh, so the show is called Summer House.
Okay.
Yeah. The show's called Summer House.
Great.
It's the only Bravo show I watch, and I feel really lucky that the one Bravo show I watch that the scandal is happening there.
That's also but there's been other scandal on. Isn't that Bravo's whole thing? Is scandal?
Well, the Scandival a couple years ago was the big deal, right? That was Vanderpump Rules.
Okay, hey, go get your thing, and then I guess we're
you
doing.
were just kind of leaning over.
I guess we're doing both.
Well, I was gonna go. Wait, should we just do the DVD I made next time? And
you made something. I need to hear about that now. I'm looking. Go. I got it. No problem. So Summer House on Bravo Brain, according to its official site. Actually, I'm going to go to the wiki because I feel like that's going to be better. 2017 TV series that premiered on Bravo follows a group of friends who share a summer house in the Hamptons.
Oh, that's a fun idea.
Southampton, New York. The friends work in the city during the week and travel to the Hamptons on the weekends.
And they all own it.
Yes.
It's a share. It's a share house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the show's been on for over a decade now, and I would encourage you to look into it. And we'll talk more about it next week.
This sounds like I would hate it.
Oh, you would despise it. I think we should cover it for the show.
Oh my God.
So, all right. So, Bran, where do you want me to go here? You want me to go to the DVD?
Yeah,
do both. Let's do DVD, and now I'm in on this. So let's do both. two birds, one show.
It's like I got two things to fill 10 minutes. We'll take both.
So a couple of years ago, I'll make this part quick. A couple of years ago at 90s Con, they had a mini All That reunion. It was Danny Tamborelli, Kel Mitchell, Lori Beth Denver.
Yes.
Right? Yes. And in a very, very, very genuinely exciting moment, Keenan was a surprise on Saturday. And it was the day.
I remember this.
Yeah, the morning after they announced Good Burger 2, right?
But was this also the one that Amanda was gonna be at, but then she backed out the day before?
Yeah, which honestly, thank God
for
she
the
did.
best.
I think, legitimately, no jokes there. And so it was really, really exciting. And my friends, I had bought an All That pro photo op that I was like, I'm good on. I don't need to be a part of it. And they were still looking for one person. They announced Keenan's name over the loudspeaker, and I've never texted anyone faster in my life. I was like, I need to be a part of this, and I'll pay $10 extra if I can stand between Keenan and Kel.
Yeah,
which I did.
You told me about this. Yeah.
Yes. That's not the story. Although, well, it's good setup in case I've never said it on the podcast before. Bran, you were right. You really got to me about what you said about Rugrats All Grown Up. And like, I'm looking at this DVD display, and this All That pro photo op, which I have I've removed. Like, it was a big group shot, and I've edited it down so where it's just me and the All That cast. I've gotten rid of several people.
Okay, you got your A. You had your A. How about you? Got it.
Well, you can't prove that. But this is now the new DVD.
Wow.
Isn't that sick?
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah, that's me as a part of the All That cast. Yeah. But but what's cool, it's just the All That All Grown Up DVD, but just the front is me. It's just me, but it's cool because if you just look at it quick, you just think like it's the All That cast.
I'm caught between the fact that you just so sincerely love it so much.
Dude,
but if I was hearing this,
crazy. Hold on, Dan. Hold on before you get mean. Okay. You know what's cool? Is that I really worked out great. I just printed out, that's just a 5x7 CVS photo print, and it fit perfectly. Like, this is nuts. Like, Brand, you don't seem interested anymore.
He's watching The Magic, man. You can't talk to him.
That's why we don't record at night anymore.
At night, literally the last episode, Brian's watching the Red Sox, Brand's watching The Magic. I'm over here all right.
The national championship game's on right now, too.
Yeah. You come.
I did pretty good, right?
It's great.
Yeah. So this is one of those things, Rye Guy, where your clear excitement and enjoyment is contagious, and I'm thrilled for you. If someone were telling me this secondhand, I would literally, I would just be like, "Dear God, what?"
I love that you weren't going to go to this photo op. Your friends invited you. You came last second, and then you edited them out of the picture.
So my one buddy's wife should be like right here, granted, like, but like I did digitally remove. Obviously, all that logo trumps her, but I got like
all
I
that
got
logo
rid of
trumps her. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
You know what? People are going to see that DVD.
You know what I really like about this? This is a small detail, but these are the things that make me happy in life. This little orange strip here up top is actually from the Rugrats DVD. But it looks.
It looks. Listen, for all of the things that you know that I say to you that are just not kind, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, you bring this. I don't know what you want from me. You bring.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, I mean,
look at him.
First of all, you're excited, which I'm excited for you, and second of all, Raga, I say this with all sincerity. It looks legit.
Yeah, oh, thank you. That actually means a lot to me, Dan.
It looks legit.
I mean, there's no way to
really means
like.
Now,
there's no way.
Do I question the motivation of why it was done? Yeah, man, for sure. But it looks legit.
The show you would watch. Yeah. What was your question, Brano? What'd you say?
So what's the Summer House thing?
No, we don't.
No,
come on, man.
We're running along here, no?
Yeah.
How long is it?
Summer House?
The drama.
Oh, it's we can pick it up next week. There's a lot to it.
I
think we should. You know what we should do? You guys should watch whenever the Summer House reunion airs this season. We should cover that sight unseen. You guys shouldn't watch. It's a
sight unseen.
Yeah.
Captain America: Civil War. We're back at the Dolby Theater. Is that 3 in a row?
Just the rest of the way?
I don't know. That's something to note.
Put a note in that. Put a note in it. Write it down. Yeah. No, on pen and paper. Write it down. It's important. Dolby, continue.
I mean, it's going to be a real shocker when they leave.
How long? Question mark.
If Doctor Strange next week is at the Dolby, then we'll be on to something.
Are we on to something? Question mark. Write it all down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
April 12th, 2016, and then a month later, May 6th.
A month?
Close.
Oh, my goodness.
Everywhere else.
It's 21 days, 3 weeks.
All right, nerd. What else? Something like this. It's 1991, and Bucky Barnes is out there just being brainwashed into doing bad things, snagging some super soldier serum, bad stuff. Okay. Cut to the present. The Avengers are doing Avengers things in Lagos. The Avengers, the gang. Name them with me. Captain America, Black Widow, Falcon, Wanda,
Scarlett,
Falcon, Iron Man.
The classics. No, Iron Man's not there.
No. These are all the big names. This is the big show.
Captain America, Black Widow, Falcon, Wanda, and Vision.
All the heavy hitters.
The Avengers. We know them. We love them.
This is the Scranton Wilkes-Barre team is what this is.
That's right. This does not go well, and after another bad mission, the UN comes in and says that they want to put the Avengers under government control with something called the Sokovia Accords. You know it, you love it. Tony shows up to this meeting feeling guilty about creating Ultron and is like, maybe we should hear him out and have a little supervision. Steve is like, no, I trust myself more than any government on earth. I don't know if you know this. I was frozen.
That's right. I wear a flag.
Yeah,
you can't tell me S word.
Out of our hands.
And if I know anything, I think that smell that you're smelling right now, it's the smell of a civil war.
It's the smell of a civil war.
We see a guy named Zemo kill Bucky's
Hope nobody dies or gets hurt.
We see a guy named Zemo kill Bucky's old Hydra handler and steal his magic words book that he uses to turn Bucky into Murder Robot, okay? Meanwhile, at the UN meeting, a bomb goes off and kills the King of Wakanda. Oh, man. Security footage makes it look like Bucky did. The king's son, T'Challa, is very much on the case. Steve decides that he's going to go get Bucky himself, despite the fact that he could get arrested in the process because of the new Accord. Not the car.
Dude, that's a slick Honda, though.
Yeah, it is. He and Sam track...
Sport?
Yeah.
Man.
Track him down and try to talk to him, where things immediately turn into a whole mess. T'Challa shows up to kill Bucky because you killed my dad, and it leads to a massive chase. which ends with everybody getting arrested because you can't just do whatever you want to anymore. Things are you got to pay
rules for people with superpowers.
That's right. They bring in a psychiatrist to evaluate Bucky, but it turns out that it's Zemo with his special book. Bucky goes nuts, but Zemo escapes. Steve is able to save Bucky from the water that he falls in, and Bucky comes back as himself. He explains that Zemo framed him and is heading to Siberia, where Hydra supposedly has a bunch more Winter Soldiers ready to rock and roll. Tony and Natasha decide that they're going to form a little group to stop Steve and Bucky, including newbies Black Panther and Tony's new pet project, Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Steve knows that he's going to need some help of his own, so he gets a crew consisting of the other Avengers plus Ant-Man now.
Yes, the other ones he has.
Yes,
not the big
No.
Yeah.
So, naturally, everybody meets at the airport in Germany. Big fight, big fun. Things stop being fun, though, when people get hurt. And Natasha ends up helping Steve and Bucky escape because she said that she'd help him find them, but not help him capture them.
That's how you know I'm
little loophole there, Natasha. The rest of Steve's crew gets tossed in an underwater super prison jail thing. Tony eventually realizes that Bucky was framed and finds Steve and Bucky in Siberia to call a little temporary truce. But Zemo reveals the footage of the back from 1991, showing that Bucky murdered Tony's parents. And
break.
Steve knew. Oh no. Tony takes that information about as well as you'd expect. Not well. Tony fights Steve and Bucky. Bucky loses his robot arm. Steve fights Tony hard and departs with Bucky, leaving his shield behind as like, hey, I don't know. Come get me. I don't know. Zemo then is like mission accomplished, but T'Challa shows up and arrests him. Steve then breaks everybody out of the underwater prison, and Bucky heads to Wakanda to be frozen until somebody can deprogram his murder brain, and that, my friends, was Captain America Civil War. Reporting for duty.
He did it.
Let's take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this movie down here on Deck the Hallmark. We're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're talking about Captain America Civil War, the civilest of wars. Let's share our thoughts on this. We're going to start with a hot take. I'll start with you, Rye Guy. Rye, what'd you think of the Civil War? From the movie, not the...
I got it. Yeah. Thank you, though.
All right.
Well, all right. Well, I appreciate it. It's important.
Unless you want to weigh in.
Yeah.
Please do. That and WNBA team names.
I don't know what you're talking about, bud. So as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Power Rangers franchise. And in about 2003, there never came to development. Really nothing much past the talking stages because Power Rangers got purchased from Saban to Disney. Big story. I'll save it for another day, or probably not realistically. But
let's face it, we're not doing this one. Summer House.
There was a pitched season of Power Rangers called Power Rangers Hexagon that would bridge the entire series up to that point.
I thought he said Power Rangers Hexagon.
Did you say
I was like, I know why it wasn't. Yeah. I know why it wasn't picked up. You can't air Power Rangers Hexagon.
Honestly,
you can't do that.
It plays in because it's still a children's show, which is why it never happened. Hexagon with an H.
There it is.
Yes. Yeah. That was more than a little bit loosely based off of this idea. The Marvel Civil War run of comics, very heralded. People were very anticipated for this. And I, as a 13-year-old, I didn't know that existed at the time. As when I found out about this later in life, that Power Rangers almost did something in this vein, thought it was incredibly cool. And honestly, to make this about me for a second, like,
please do.
Yeah, but
it's your hot take. Please.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, despite all this stuff behind me, Power Rangers, other than some comics and some stuff, has never evolved past a primarily children's first property. So when I'm watching these Marvel movies, there is a bit of me that's jealous that my favorite thing never got, a slightly more mature, whether it be TV show or in this case, a film franchise. We tried in 27, we've tried a few times. It's never really materialized and it probably never will at this point. So with all of that said, I was very anticipatory for this movie for two reasons. One, because of what I just said, but more so that for really a good portion of my life at this point, I had heard about, the Marvel Civil War arc and concept and graphic novel. Never read it, never knew much about it. I love this movie. It's my new number one.
Wowzers.
Yeah. This movie is perfect for me. I'm not saying it's perfect for everyone. I'm not saying it's a perfect film. I'm saying none of this is work, what we're doing here, right?
God, no.
But I couldn't wait to watch this movie. It's this or Infinity War are the Marvel movie I've seen most. And when I am just in the mood to watch a Marvel film, I have to almost force myself to not put this or Infinity War on just because I feel like there's so much more that I could be watching. And as we've said, I've only seen a lot of these one time. I love this movie. The degree of difficulty with what they're doing with Black Panther and Spider-Man to me is really impressive to introduce. And, I worked in the wrestling business for a long time, and there's nothing more important than establishing new characters, right? You want to make your new characters look strong out of the gate and establish who they are, get them some early wins so you can tell stories with them going forward. And they do that really perfectly here, in my opinion, with Black Panther, especially Black Panther, but also Spider-Man, who I think if you add it up, only is in the film for 15 to 20 minutes. It's great. The RDJ Chris Evans chemistry is great. A great villain who doesn't, jump off the page as the classic Marvel villain, which I think is a really good thing. To me, it's very believable how all of this happens. The action, the Civil War itself is a hearty, fun time, and that's okay for me. It was never going to be anything but. You get a lot of great pairings out of this that become Marvel Disney Plus shows in the future. Do we need to accept the
Are you saying the villain is William Hurt? Is that the villain that you're talking about?
Oh no, the dude who conspires to get them to fight each other.
Zemo.
Zemo.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Although really we're just here to watch the Avengers fight each other, right? But Zemo is good for the plot in terms of what he has to do. Do we need to accept the absurdity of the fact that this whole film revolves around there having been a security camera in a tree in 1991.
If we don't spend 10 minutes of Wait What's on that dumb video.
Listen, but I'm telling you up front, there's probably a better way we could have skinned that cat. But I love it. I really was trying to resist putting it at number one because I thought it was such a clear, an obvious me move. But I am who I am. It's number one for me, Bran. And I'll now listen to you two say it was just okay.
Well, it was just okay for me. I don't have all the baggage, I guess, that you do.
You don't know about the Pokemon never getting to go to the Sexagon? You don't know about that?
No.
And when I say Pokemon, I mean Power Rangers, and we all know that.
Yeah,
man, I wasn't here to correct you.
No.
This is what I'll say about this movie: the action scenes, the
Russo brothers are hitting on all cylinders there.
The Civil War, the chase scene through the town, all of that is fantastic. And it's a shame that it happens around a movie that to me is really
meaningless.
It's just none of it quite connected, quite landed for me outside of the fighting sequences, which were wonderful. But just at the end of the day, let's just have a conversation here, Cap and Iron Man, because here's the thing. You do need some guidelines, some boundaries.
100%.
You do.
It's
and
easy.
So let's just talk this through and figure out something that works for both of you gentlemen. Because they do need somebody holding them accountable for the cities that they are destroying.
Thank you.
And so,
dear God.
And right after the argument happens, they destroy a lot of the town in this chase scene.
Yeah, they do.
And it's kind of well, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. We can't so there's that. So I wrestle with this movie and where to put it because the fight scenes are as good as they get, and then the reasoning behind them and all of that is Zemu security camera otherwise is as bad as it gets. So that leaves me with it currently at number 9, although I could see it moving up. So that's where I have it. I have Avengers Age of Ultron ahead of it, and then I have Iron Man 2 below it. Sandwich. So that's what I have, Dano.
Yeah, so this Marvel Mondays has been fantastic because it's really changed my opinion on a lot of these movies. I saw this movie in 2016 when it came out in theaters, and I did not like it. I remember leaving the movie theater and the buzz being about who is that kid that played Spider-Man. And I remember really enjoying the introduction of Black Panther and of Spider-Man a good deal. That was not my issue with the movie. After I saw all of the Marvel movies, I ranked this at 23rd out of roughly 40 Marvel movies, give or take. This is the first Marvel Monday, I believe, where my opinion is the exact same after viewing it again. It is better than Age of Ultron. That's where I think you and I would part ways, because I do think
probably
that the action sequences are pretty phenomenal. I also think the idea... Everything else about it is wrong. The execution is terrible. The idea that Bucky Barnes killed Howard Stark and Mrs. Stark and Lori, no, I don't think so. And Tony finds out about it, and then, Cap is put in this situation where, do you remember when Bucky was a terrorist and Cap didn't kill him because he was his friend? Now Tony is wanting to do this, like wanting to kill him, and Cap is saving him. They're both wrong. So it's a microcosm of the whole Civil War. I like that. The execution of that is terrible. It's so bad. I can't begin to. I like that idea. That's a fun twist. I like the idea. The Civil War fight on the tarmac is the most meaningless thing I've ever seen in these movies. No one is going to die. No one is going to be permanently or irrevocably injured. No one cares. At the end of it, they just go, all right, we'll see you next time. But my big problem with this movie is what you said is 100% correct. Wow. The Avengers are responsible for mass casualties. Now, they are doing it in the service of the greater good. You can argue the mass casualties were there, but if they had not done what they needed to do, Loki would have taken over the whole planet and harvested everyone, blah, blah, blah. The only way to make this a fair fight of ideals, like Tony's right. He's 100% right. Captain America is 100% wrong. The only way to make it to where both sides have a leg to stand on is, try to stay with me here. Imagine a United States government concerned more than anything else with the number of casualties. Imagine a United States government that is most worried about keeping people alive. And then imagine they're the bad guys. That is what they do in this movie. And that is too incredibly close to home in a world where A, the first part of that would never exist, and B, the second part of that kind of exists right now. But the idea that the only way look, Tony's just right. Cap is wrong. He and his C team are wrong. And then we find out that William Hurt is working for Hydra, and it's like, of course, the one time the United States government cares about life on this planet and keeping people alive is the time where they're working for Hydra. It's unfortunate because I got to be honest. I didn't know who Tom Holland was. When I watched the movie, I went, that's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's Spider-Man. When I saw the Black Panther stuff, I was like, Chadwick Boseman from South Carolina is making us proud. Can't wait for a Black Panther movie. You get these two characters out of it. And I don't disagree with Rye Guy that those two characters and how they set them up in a movie that's a Captain America Avengers movie, excellent. The entire crux of this movie is a sham, though. It is. And it makes me angry just to think about it. I was getting fidgeting watching it at home. But the action scenes are a delight. They're a delight, and Captain America and Black Panther are really good additions. So a decided mixed bag. I have it at 8 right now. I have it ahead of Age of Ultron. I have it ahead of Thor.
And another movie, Dan, that you and I watched separately. We've been watching these separately for the most part.
Story.
And
we did. I watched it at the house. And it's a tough one to rank. I don't disagree because like I have all 3 Iron Mans out of this movie. Because at the end of the day, I would rather watch any of those Iron Mans. Now, I think with Infinity War, I'm going to agree with you because that's the other problem with this movie. Had some real consequences. Like it was the first time in a long time in the Avengers universe that the end of Infinity War, that theater was silent. And it's amazing. Like that movie doesn't get enough credit. So I think I'm going to be more with you all with that one. This one, on the other hand, it's just meaning. Like it's just utterly like we know when things hit the fan, they're going to work together. We know that the government doesn't care about mass casualties. We know that if they do, they can't be working for Hydra. We know, like it was
just the fact that none of them were like, hey, let's just get a board of directors that we trust. Let's talk about people that we can trust and bring in to hold us accountable.
But or have like the Sam Rockwell character from Iron Man 2 be the face of the government. Then you have a bad guy, right? Sure. But the idea that the government comes in to go, look at all these people that died. And for Captain America to just be like, sorry, not sorry. Like, sorry. I have a bigger calling. I have a greater calling, and I hate that it happened. But at the end of the day, would I do it again? Yes, 100% of the time.
And that calling is my friend Bucky Barnes, and nothing else.
Who is a terrorist. And I know that he killed innocent people.
Well, see, that's
keeping him alive.
That's the problem, right? Because I think how we're supposed to interpret it as an audience is that Cap's moral compass, we know, is the fairest and best of them all, but you guys are
BS.
Pointing holes.
But and they do this. They pay it lip service in one scene where they remind him of World War II, like just very briefly. They're like, and they don't do it enough, but like the United States sat aside while Hitler just ravaged through Europe, and they could have helped and didn't. And like that should have been a much bigger part of their pitch to Captain America to be like, hey buddy, buddy, you're on the wrong side of this right now. Like, help us help you. But like, I would have felt better about it if it was some like snarling like government agent who comes in and he's like, you guys are awesome, just keep kicking ass. Like, I would have felt better about that than this government that's like, we don't want to kill people, and then Captain America being like, I don't trust you. Like, that was tough. That was tough.
Fair.
Let's get to all the feels. We're talking about when this movie gave us feels, right, guy?
One more time for Chadwick Boseman. Obviously, I mean, like, what can I say that hasn't already been said? Obviously, rest in peace. But to the point of this movie specifically, he gets a lot more fleshed out in the Black Panther standalone film, which is great. But I do kind of love that just for the purposes of this film, he's a bad A and just a bad A.
Yeah, he is.
Right? It's like you get more layers of T'Challa next time, and that's great. It's important. But I was just in that theater because, like, again, I don't know about Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Black Panther. If you were not an A tier in the zeitgeist Marvel character, I didn't know a ton about them coming into these films. And I was just like, I've never heard of this character before the run up to this movie, and this character is a bad A, and Chadwick Boseman was perfect casting. Shout out to Vontae Mack from Draft Day. Vontae Mack, no matter what. Yeah, love that dude, and he crushed
Chadwick Boseman, an absolute legend. One of the best we had. I know he literally grew up 15 miles from where we're recording right now, but I'm just telling you, you can call me biased if you want. The dude was unbelievable across the board, from art house films to music adjacent films to superhero films to football. It didn't matter, to baseball. He just did it all. Marshall, awesome. Go watch the movie Marshall.
Yep.
Oh my, he plays a young Thurgood Marshall taking on one case. It's amazing.
It is gutsy to basically introduce 2 new Avengers and like give a pretty big part of their origin story just in this movie.
Yeah.
The great difficulty, like I'm saying, for that.
Well, what's wild is that feel like they do more of that for Spider. I feel like Black Panther gets a pretty good, like you get a lot of not necessarily origin, but you do get him taking over and doing that whole ceremony.
I would say Black Panther is a origin adjacent story, whereas Spider-Man, they're like, we're not going to rehash this.
100%. But I did forget that his dad dies in this movie. Like when I was watching, I was like, oh yeah, he's going to die. And then Black Panther's going to show up. And it's like, wow, they did it. That's what the pretty crazy way to introduce this character to the MCU.
Yes.
A lot of cool shots in this movie, obviously. To me, the one that stuck out as like really stunning is this shot of Bucky jumping down from the parking garage and the camera jumps down with like crazy.
They're
like
crushing
that happened and I went, whoa, boy. That was looked great. Looked awesome. Really liked that.
It's the best example of the Marvel way working, where the Marvel has control of the director, unlike Ant-Man last week, where Edgar Wright couldn't play nice. And then it also makes me think, what happened with Ryan Coogler? They let him do whatever he wanted with Black Panther. Like they let him make his own movie, and it's, it speaks for itself. But we'll get to that, I guess, next week after Doctor Strange.
Couple weeks.
Yeah. Mine is I'm so sick of Bucky Barnes. Like I don't listen. I never thought
he won't be around long.
He comes back.
I know. I was kidding.
Yeah. I watching the first Captain America movie, I never thought we would have two Bucky centric Marvel movies after Captain America 1. And we already had two. Winter Soldier is literally him.
He is the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
And then this movie, and I'm here to tell you this.
In the most recent Captain America movie, pretty big part of it.
If I don't want to talk about it,
That one's tough.
If my feels,
we will.
That's
what we have to do here, guys.
My feels is
get
this.
to it.
I don't want to talk about it. My feels is this. If they kill him in the end of this movie, it makes this movie a point or two better out of 10. If they actually if Iron Man gets to him and avenges his parents' death and then feels terrible afterwards, and then Captain has a leg to stand on, and then we have a little bit of a moral equality, in my opinion. If they do that, this movie, all of a sudden, there were stakes. There were actual things. Like, this movie has nothing that matters. Like, every time somebody gets hurt, it doesn't matter. Every time it looks like it just doesn't. It's just so, like, fluffy. Like, it's begging you for you to take it seriously. And there's just no reason to take it seriously. If they kill Bucky Barnes at the end of this movie, I think it's a way better movie. And also, then we get the Bucky Barnes trilogy, which we got Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, all about Evan Bucky Barnes. And then we're gonna be done. We can be done.
To be fair, I feel like, and we'll obviously watch a lot of this, not the show, but like once they start letting him be more Sebastian Stan and less brooding emo guy, I feel like the character gets a lot more.
Wait, he gets a show?
Here's the thing is
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, I didn't. Oh my God, he's into that. I didn't. What?
It's in the name. Yeah, the name of the show is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I loved him in the first Captain America movie. I loved the whole plot. And then what we think he dies, and we're like, what a cool. They killed his best friend. What a really.
Nobody dies in these movies.
I know. It's just the worst. It's the worst. Make it matter, guys. God.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to break this down a little bit more with the way what a Marvel here on
Deck the Hallmark.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're talking about Captain America, the Civil War. How civil was it? That's the question we're going to get
to. Civil.
Yeah.
Pretty
all things
civil. All
things
considered,
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to the way what. We're talking about what in this movie made us go away what? Right guy.
Got a lot of delight out of the Russo brothers finding a way to squeeze Jim Rash, the dean from Community.
Oh heck yeah! Movie. It's Halloween week.
No one could be. No offense to Jim Rash, who's a very, very funny guy, but no one could be less MCU coded than Jim Rash. So the fact that they found a way is really wonderful to me.
Shout out to, I believe, Academy Award-winning screenwriter Jim Rash.
Oh, for what?
I believe The Descendants. He and Nat Faxon wrote The Descendants, I think. I could be wrong. I'm looking at
Rise of Red?
No, the George Clooney guys.
Decon Descendants.
Yeah, he wrote The Descendants with Nat Fax, and I was right.
I love that dude. I was like, wow, I can't believe they did it. Isn't a big deal, but how this grieving mother knew to find Tony at this MIT elevator, like,
dude,
like, the movie hinges on this woman giving Tony a really well acted scene, by the way.
Great scene.
But how'd she know? He could have gone anywhere after that speech.
The happenstance that happens in this movie in almost every scene is crazy. Like, it's crazy. And that one's up there.
Like, they could have done that any number of ways, but whatever. And then yet again, listen, I know I every week find something that I say I'm not going to continue to harp on, and then I continue to harp on. But like, the Cap Natasha chemistry again here.
It's crazy.
And, especially without Hulk in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, why? And Peggy dies. We're like, why didn't we just do this? like there was nothing standing in our way now. Like,
and they're not even on the same side of this Civil War.
Yeah, but the one scene they have at the church is like, wow, let's just go print money. Let's just do it. But they didn't, Brand. That's all I got.
I got a couple. One, guys, I understand it's a superhero movie. There's a lot that you have to be like, well, that's, they're superheroes. I will say, Steve, I will say, if you don't mind, Steve stopping a helicopter from taking off felt like a bridge too far. Him grabbing on and being like, no, look at my muscle. That was very funny to me. Get out of here, Steve. Get out of here. I love Hawkeye. They call him, he's coming. Right?
Yeah, man. No, yeah, you call him, he's coming.
And they're like, hey, thanks for coming, man. That means so much. And he's like, honestly, you're doing me a favor. Brother, are you okay?
Are you all right, buddy?
You went to retire.
You'd rather risk death
you went
than
to
be with your family?
Just to remind you, Hawkeye, you went to retire to live at the farm with your wife and your children. And is it going okay? You're doing me a favor calling me in here to have this silly little fight. Like, honestly, I cannot thank you enough. Shout out to remember last time where I was like, when did they have time to practice some of these moves, like the bang the hammer on the thing? Captain America and Ant-Man have a little moment where Ant-Man gives him the truck and he's like, hey, throw this
the truck.
And first of all, what a throw.
What a throw.
But it's just like, when do they have time to practice these moves? It's crazy. And I do want to say, like, I understand Spider-Man is in awe of Tony Stark. He's here. He's asking me to do something. Like, imagine Tony Stark being like, hey, I want you to come and fight this battle. And you show up and it's all the other Avengers. And you're like, I guess I'm on the right side of this.
So. Yeah.
I guess so. Honestly, the first guy who asked me, I was going to go with regardless in this situation, but a very like, let's bring this new person who doesn't like Black Panther has stakes here. There's a reason why Black Panther is fighting on the side that he is. Spider-Man's just like, I mean, Tony asked first. So
I'm in.
I'm in on
Mr.
this.
Stark said
I'm in
so.
on this.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. Dano?
Yeah, I just want to make sure we have the lineups correct. Iron Man has Spider-Man and Black Panther. Captain America has 4 Avengers you couldn't name on a dare 20 years ago. 20 years ago, there's no world where you could have pulled out Vision or Hawkeye or Ant-Man. None of us could. I lived it, okay? In 2006, none of us would be like, man, I wish they make a Hawkeye movie. None of us. I don't know what happened. It's a Captain America movie. Man, you think Bucky's going to be in there? He has Bucky, Vision, Wanda, and Hawkeye. Iron Man has Spider-Man and Black Panther. I just don't understand that. So from a name recognition, this is not a war at all. I will say this. Wanda could kill everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's the number 1 draft pick if we're just talking about skill.
I don't want to get too in the weeds with like, it's superheroes. They don't exist. We try to keep that in mind, but Wanda could kill everyone. Yeah. And you know what? The one person she might not be able to kill, Vision, who's also on that side. Those 2 folks have powers that, quite frankly, you can't really like measure. And I like.
Yeah, like how do you beat her? Is it just like she gets tired? Like eventually,
you
she
have to make her think
stop.
she's in a 1950s sitcom. That's the key.
At some point you can only do this so many times with your fingers, and you're like, I need a break. I need a break.
Yeah,
who gets tired first? We'll find. Dude, I know we haven't talked about Doctor Strange first, but if it's just like Doctor Strange
doing his thing, that's right.
That's who gets her. Ultimately, spoiler alert. That's
how dare you? I mean, in the first scene of this movie, she's down there in the coffee shop on comms, and then one table over is Black Widow. What's Black Widow there for? Emotional support? Like, are you kidding me right now? Why they got both of them down there? That didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. And it goes without saying, because we both said it in the hot take, but the idea, I mean, guys, Amazon Prime, The Boys, it's a television show that's not for the faint of heart. It's incredibly graphic, but if it's for you, it's one of the best things on television. It's the most graphic show I've ever seen. So I want to be very clear. Don't just go watch it. But the idea that superheroes without supervision or accountability of any kind would be better and more moral than superheroes with accountability is just patently crazy. Like, have you seen a billionaire? They don't even have real superpowers. They just have money. Like, the idea that a group of people with superpowers would just out of the goodness of their heart 100% be better is the worst. It's the biggest wait what of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, I'm sorry. It just is. It's crazy to me to watch this movie and be like, man, they just should let Cap just run the show. What are you talking about? Like, did you see America while he was alive? The country he wanted to fight for when he was alive. Did you see that? That's it? You want that guy in charge? You're sure? So there's that. I want to be clear. The last scene in the credits of Ant-Man that Bran did not watch. Remember this? Where
it's in this film verbatim.
It's in this film an hour into this film.
Yeah.
So my timeline just went, when I saw it, like I felt like my head had gotten hit by a bus. So in the first hour of this movie, the Ant-Man movie is still taking place.
Oh, I don't think that's how you're supposed to interpret it. That's not how I digest it, at least.
Like, what's
not here to defend it. That's just not how I
but like,
take it.
I guess I'd never seen, I guess he does get that call a year later. I just, in my head, had never seen a movie, like a Marvel movie, where the scene at the end takes place in the middle of the next movie. And
I think you're right about that. I guess I kind of equate it to like sometimes that end credit scene, like they just played the Avengers trailer that one time. It's like I think the rules can vary. Your point is well taken. I just didn't digest it the same way.
That's fair. I guess I misremember Spider-Man Homecoming, because I thought that's when he met Tony Stark.
Tony's in that film based because
okay. And then my other thing is doesn't his bro at school know that he is Spider-Man?
He finds out early on into the Spider-Man film.
Yeah, in Homecoming.
Okay, so at that point he's okay. All right, thank you so much, because I've not seen that. I did watch that with my kids, but I've only seen it twice. So sorry. The footage of Bucky murdering Tony's parents is pristine, and it's
held up.
It is. They have close-ups. The video quality isn't even grainy. They have multiple angles on this thing. I mean, they have no less than 6 angles. The coverage, I mean, Howard Stark did coverage for his own murder. I'll die off camera for you, Bucky. I want to make sure you get it. And not only that, but it's clear as a bell. 1991, there's no tape. It's digital. It is. This is
it's Shield. They had good stuff, even though they were using Skype last week.
And then and then Steve Rogers just tosses in, just strikes, just pulls the pin from that grenade and just Kareem sky hooks in. I knew about it. What are you doing, man? Pick literally any other moment. Now is the time,
I'll tell you.
It's like, we have to roll the tape. You know, it's like when we catch the fact that Trace has done a montage and we didn't know it. And Steve's just like, oh no, roll the tape. Did you know about it? And he could lie. He could lie.
Not
and
capable of lying.
He just
the
goes,
whole film relies on his moral compass. The guy can't lie.
He just goes, yeah, man, I knew about it. And I just thought, screw it. It doesn't matter. Your parents don't matter. Whatever. What in the world, bro? Like, you could have saved so much fighting if you had just gone to Tony, I don't know, movies ago and gone, Here's what you need to know about Bucky. You know this. He was brainwashed. He killed a lot of people. Someone where as soon as you find out, you go right to that guy who is your confidant and you go, hey, buddy, you know this about my boy Buck. They brought him back. That wasn't him, but he killed your parents.
You got to see this
and
book.
You let him process
this book
that.
Is nuts.
That's right. But if Tony is a logical, rational dude, you let him process that, not at 180 beats per minute, he probably does fine. You make him process that, and then he's 2-on-1, him fighting the two of them. It's a different story altogether.
I don't know. He did create a pretty crazy simulation.
But how in the world did Steve know this? Why did Steve know this? Steve was frozen.
I didn't want to look like a big dumb. Didn't want to look like a big dumb, but I don't really quite ever understand how Steve already knew either.
There's just no way. There's no world. There's just no world where he could have known this information. He's mid-freeze.
I'm guessing the only thing I've ever thought of is at the end of Winter Soldier, don't they give him like a big packet on Bucky? And I'm guessing it's in the packet. Man, that's the only thing I have. Other than that, unless it's very obvious and we just all missed it, I've never understood.
It would have been really cool if they would have trusted the audience enough to just show one camera of the killing at one angle and let all of us watch it together with just, cut with Tony's face. And we would have all still, it's like, how do you have it? But at least we don't have to go through the thing that why did they have 6 cameras set up perfectly for all these shots?
It's really good.
That's all I got.
It's time for What a Marvel. It's where we talk about things that are Marvel.
They're marvelous, man.
Right, guy?
This got me really excited for Doomsday, which is kind of why we're doing this. Listen,
we're doing this.
Obvious. Well, no, but it's like I enjoy fan service, the movie, right? Hence why we're here, and this is my new number 1.
Heck yeah, of course.
I have the Russos at 1 and 2 right now, and for me, they're 4 for 4 at this in terms of what I like. Right?
I would agree that I think Civil War is the worst thing that they do.
Yeah.
I think Civil War is the worst that they do, and that's 23 on my list. So all of their movies are in the top half of my list. And I think Winter Soldier is a banger. I think Winter Soldier's,
So for me, and now listen, there is, and we'll talk more about this probably when we get a lot closer, which is literally still, 8 months away or whatever it is. But there's a lot that can go wrong with Doomsday, and Marvel isn't necessarily batting 1,000 in recent years. And and so it kind of feels like the Russos are like Bob Iger trying to come back and save Disney. Maybe that was just a bad idea, but I was watching this and I was just like, heck yeah, man. I'm ready. To me, they have built enough equity and faith with me that I think no matter what the situation is, you give them a Marvel Avengers film, they're gonna crush it.
They are so clearly better as directors if they're working for Marvel and Marvel is telling them what to do than if they are on their own. They just fit so and that was not the slight that it sounded like. They fit so perfectly in that universe. They are not auteurs. They do not demand a certain vision. They know what they like and they are like, oh, you want to do that? We'll do it cool. That is who they are, and they're great at it. That's what they did for Arrested Development with Mitch Hurwitz and Community with Dan Harmon. They're really good at taking someone else's vision, someone else's creative baby, and making it the coolest thing it could be. They really are.
Which is kind of why, Bran, I feel like the floor for Doomsday is kind of your review of this film, which is that the plot was meandering and whatever, but man, the action was really cool to the point where I have to wrestle with where I put this. So I think it's going to be a lot better than that, but this got me excited for Doomsday.
Do they explain what this airport is? Is it?
No.
All right. Is it okay?
No one else is at this airport.
There's planes.
Just the destruction is crazy.
There's planes there.
There's planes there.
Is it?
I have it on we have it on good authority. There's planes there. I do
love that this is where they decided to. It's not in as far as there are planes there. So it's is it a good?
Is it a good?
Is my plane gonna take off in the morning?
There's a big field next to the Avengers campus that they could have a big field.
Yeah.
But they went to the airport.
They went to the airport. It was a TLC match. we're gonna bring in this stuff because we gotta hit people with things and stuff. Dano?
So really, really, really excited about the next 6 movies that we're watching.
Okay.
The next 6 movies, 5 of them I looked are 5 of my favorite 13. So 5 of the top 13 in all of it, and then 1 in my bottom 5. So
Guardians too.
The other 5 of those movies, though, very excited about all 5 of them for very different reasons. I'm especially excited to see if 2 of them hold up in the manner that, because I've not seen them since the movie theater. 2 of them hold up in like I hope they hold up, and then I'm just excited to watch one of them again. So, we're
vague.
This is our
wheel. No, but I would say that both in terms of quality by and large, but especially cultural significance, this is the golden age of the MCU, like right now. Like, right? It's
I'm just telling you right now, Civil War didn't do it for me. Ant-Man and Age of Ultron. See, those 3, I was like, but you're not wrong. But
I would say from Civil War on, just in terms of like how they were sweeping the world.
If you take out Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Phase 2 like goes hard. I mean, Phase 3 goes hard. I mean, all of these movies are like, everyone is clicking, but like they let some directors cook too. They let Taika Waititi cook. They let Ryan Coogler cook. They let Scott Derrickson cook. Like, these are some really, really fun swings that they're taking, and they're doing it in really good storytelling, and they have a clear vision they're building towards. So I would agree with that. Yeah.
All right, everybody, we did it. Congratulations to us. We are going to be back next week with the drama of
No, that's Zendaya and Pattinson. We're not
the drama. We're not talking about that.
The drama from the Summer House.
Summer House, yes.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And then also The Way Home is going to be kicking off on Sunday the 19th. So we'll get to that week as well. So big week next week, everybody.
Lot to do.
Huge week.
Lot to do, but somebody's got to do it. And Rye Guy has graciously agreed to rewatch all the way home to give us the rundown
to
ahead
help
of time.
us because we are lost.
So before we talk about the way home next week, we will kick it to Rye Guy. He will give us the rundown that we need.
Double-decker tier. You really have to search for it, but it'll be there.
Best corner of the internet. That's right. You get it.
All right, guys. So we'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Until then, we're the first to wish you
Merry Christmas. Deck the Hallmarks, a Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray. And that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, go to deckthehallmark.com or follow us on the socials at Deck the Hallmark. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars if you please. It helps others find the show. Then you can go to the best corner of the internet, BrambleJamPlus.com. What are you going to find there? Awesome community, ad-free podcasting, live video watch-alongs, movie chats, and so much more. Go there right now.